Hi Lions, thanks for joining me for another lesson. Today we are going to learn some new vowel pairs or vowel teams, and we'll continue working with the 6 syllable types so we can become automatic when we read and automatic when we spell. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to make sure my volume is up all the way. There we go. Okay, so the first vowel pair, also known as a vowel team that I'm going to introduce you to, is AI, and this says A. Remember, when you have a vowel pair or a vowel team, our saying is when two vowels go a-walking, usually the first one does the talking. So when we look here, we have AI. So the first vowel is A. So this says A, the long vowel sound. The second vowel, it's silent. It's a helping vowel. So this vowel is helping the first vowel to say its name, to make a long sound. So this says A. Let me show you a couple of words. So like in rain and paid. So you hear the long A sound. Okay, let's read it together. A. One more time, together, A. Now your turn, you read it. Good job. Now the second vowel pair or vowel team I'm going to introduce you to is this. And this also says A because the Y is acting as if it's a vowel. So the Y is helping the A say its long name. And you know this line here, this means you're going to see the spelling A at the end of a word, whereas this could be at the beginning or the middle of a word, but this spelling will always be at the end. So for example, in the words stay, right here, stay and play, you notice the AY spelling is at the end of the words. Okay, so I'm going to read this. A. Now let's read it together. A. Your turn. Good job. So this also is one of our vowel pairs because usually when two vowels go a-walking, the first one usually does the talking. So the Y is acting as if it's a vowel. So I want to add to our card here, we now know 3 different ways to spell the long A sound. We have the silent E syllable type to spell long A. And now we have this vowel pair, AI, which says A, and AY, which also says A. So I'm going to hang this up so we can refer to it. So I'm going to move our short vowels over so that we have room for all of our long vowels. Okay, let's review the other vowel sounds that we already know. So the first one is one of our R-controlled vowels. This says together, Your turn. Good. And if you remember, there are 3 different ways to spell Here's another one. Together, Your turn. Good. And this, of course, is an R-controlled vowel. Sometimes it's called a bossy R. Okay, this is a silent E syllable because the E is silent and it helps the first vowel make its long vowel sound. So the first sound is like in unicorn. This says you. Together, you. Your turn. And the second vowel sound is oo. Together, oo. Your turn. Good job. The U wants to show off. It's a fancy unicorn, isn't it? It has 2 long vowel sounds. Okay, this is E. Together, E. Your turn. Good. This, which syllable type is it, Lions? Good. This is a vowel pair. When 2 vowels go a-walking, usually the first one does the talking. Good. Ing. Together, ing. Your turn. And this, of course, is a suffix. It's something we add to the end of a base word, and it means it's happening now. So if I am running, that means I'm running right now. And actually, I am sitting. So that's what I'm doing right now. I, together, I. Your turn. What syllable type is this, guys? Yes, it's a silent E syllable because there's an E at the end that's silent, which helps the first vowel make its long vowel sound. Good job. A, together, A. Your turn. Good. What syllable type? Silent E. Good job. Together, Your turn. What syllable type is this, Lions? Good job. It's a closed syllable. We know closed syllables are when you have a consonant after the vowel, and that means the door's closed. It's shut. The vowel can't say its name. It can only make the short sound, which just happens to be like the edge of the table. Can you show me the hand signal for Yes, edge. Good job. O, together, O. Your turn. Good job. What syllable type? Yes, silent E. You guys are good. Okay, remember this is the past tense suffix. It means it already happened. So there are 3 different ways we can say this, and here are cue words in case you've forgotten. So the first one is t, like tapped. So let's say that together. T. Your turn. The second sound is d, like at the end of filled. Together, d. Your turn. Good. And then the third sound is like at the end of landed. So it is id. Together, id. Your turn. Nice job. Ah. Together, ah. Your turn. And what syllable type? Yes, it's a closed syllable. The door's closed because there's a consonant after the vowel blocking in its sound. J. Together, j. Your turn. Good. Just like the jump rope. Now, I want to tell you something, guys. Remember, I've been saying all along a digraph is when you have 2 or more letters that make one sound. Well, when you have more, so if you have 3 letters, it actually has the name trigraph. So this is a trigraph because tri means 3. And in this spelling, we have 3 letters that are making one sound. So I should actually be calling this a trigraph, whereas a digraph is when you have 2 letters that make one sound. So we'll start referring this to trigraph because these 3 letters say j, just one sound. E, together, E. Your turn. Good job. I, together, I. Your turn. Nice job. Closed syllable. Is, together, is. Your turn. Good. Remember, this is a suffix we add to an end of a word that means more than one. That's plural. And we add the is suffix to the end of base words that end in ch, sh, x, or s. Otherwise, we just add s. E, together, E. Your turn. What syllable type is this? Yes, it's a vowel pair or a vowel team. When 2 vowels go walking, usually the first one does the talking. This is our other plural suffix that you add to the end of a base word that means more than one. The first sound is s, together, s. Your turn. The second sound is z, together, z. Your turn. Good job. Together, your turn. And that's a closed syllable. Ch, together, ch. Your turn. So this is also a trigraph because tri means 3. And this is 3 letters that make one sound. And that's what a trigraph is. Together. Your turn. Good job. Or together, or your turn. Just like the short fork. And this is what syllable type? It is an R-controlled vowel, which makes an R-controlled syllable because the R is bossy and it bosses that vowel around. R, together, R. Your turn. And that's just like the art car. That's also an R-controlled vowel. And here's our last way to spell the sound. Together, Your turn. Nice job, Lions. Okay, let's try those words. Let's try those sounds in new words. Okay, so let's take a look. Now remember this very first spelling, AY, we learned today that AY says A, like the acorn. So we know this A will be long and the Y silent. Here we go. Play, play. So we have EA, which is a vowel team, which means the E is long. Let's read this with a long E. Treat, treat. AI, that's what we learned today. AI is a vowel pair or a vowel team, so it's a long vowel sound like the acorn. So the A will be long and the I is silent. Let's read this with a long A. Train, train. I see OR, and OR is one of our R-controlled vowels. So we circle it. Here's how we code it. We circle it, and then we put an R underneath. And we know OR says or, like the short fork. Sworn, sworn. She was sworn to secrecy. Okay, AY, that's what we learned today, is a long A sound like acorn. So the A will be long and the Y is silent. A, hay. The horses needed hay to feed on. Okay, now I see a suffix. I see the past tense suffix, which I know can either be t, d, or id. So let's read the base word and then we'll put the suffix on the end. Okay, so we have vowel CK. CK, so two consonants that are blocking in the A. So that means that base word is a closed syllable because the A, the sound is being blocked in by the consonants. So we'll read this with the A sound. Ready? Stack, stack. So if I already did it, I say stacked. I stacked the books. AY, again a vowel team. That's what we learned today. So it makes a long A sound. Ready? Ray, ray. There was a ray of sunshine. Okay, AI. So we know that's a long A sound. That was our new sound for today. That's a vowel pair because the A and I, they're a team. They're a vowel team. They're working together to make a long vowel sound. So let's read this with the long A. Gain, gain. Okay, now what do you notice at the end of this word, Lions? Yes, there's a letter E. So what syllable type is that? You're right. It's a silent E syllable. So that means the E is silent, but it helps the I make a long I sound. Ready? White, white. OR. What do you notice about OR? It says the OR sound. And what type of syllable is that? Yes, it's an R-controlled syllable. So we'll circle it and put the R. That's how we code our controlled vowels. And let's read it with the or sound. Born, born. We have AI, which is a vowel team or a vowel pair, which means the A is long and the I is silent. Ready? Aim, aim. I know when you guys do your archery unit, you aim at targets. Okay, I want to show you something. ANG does something unexpected. When you see ANG at the end of a word, it makes a long A sound and then the ng sound. Rang, rang. So you'll also see this in words like this. Bang, bang, or this word, sang. So rang, bang, sang. When you see ANG at the end of a word, it makes a long A sound. It shouldn't because it's two consonants, but this combination makes a long A sound, and then you will hear the ng sound. Okay, we are going to stop there. I just want to remind you of the new sounds, which are vowel pairs that we learned today. AI and AY, which both make the A sound, which is a long vowel sound like the acorn. And both of these spellings are vowel pairs because we have two vowels working together as a team. Okay, Lions, we're going to stop here and join me right back here tomorrow for another lesson. Bye.